Monday, November 22nd, 2021. This is the best week of the year of sports, really. This is the one. College basketball, daytime weekday sports every single day. NFL football on Thursday, 3 games, daytime weekday sports again. College football, got almost every single night. I think we have football every single night this week. We have, it's Friday, loaded college football schedule. And of course, college basketball absolutely gets it right. It's like, here's a sport that says, hey, we have a true playoff. We have a real, tournament at the end of the year. So the good teams can play the good teams. Those losses aren't going to matter. So tomorrow, UCLA's playing Gonzaga. What the heck. Anyways, lots of good stuff on the way. We got a great card today as well, and plenty of free picks and insight.
Hi, it's Mitch from PickDawgz.com.
Oh, for sure. These games have to be high drama.
Here we go again.
I'm going to go big and see what happens.
Hi, everyone. Welcome again. We got a awesome schedule. Games I believe are already starting. I'll tell you how big of a schedule is. I got some parlays working. I got it. I'm guilty. This what the hell. Put like 4 $200 parlays in this morning. 4-teamers. Don't look at me like that, Rod. You never done that before? Don't judge me.
I did that
way
yesterday.
too early. Way too early.
I was one game away from cashing on a 4-game $200 parlay. I was so mad at the Raiders yesterday. It pissed me off. I was one game. I should have cashed out.
Straight ass Raiders.
Yeah.
Did they give you an offer and you didn't cash out?
Yeah, it was like $600 or $700, something like that. I was like, I don't need the money that bad. I want to see if the Raiders win. They were down by 10 at that point, or they just had scored. They were down by 3, something like that. I screwed up.
We got plenty of action today. We got Monday Night Football. I said this a couple weeks ago, and it's starting to look more and more like this is going to happen. Buccaneers, Patriots, Super Bowl. Brady, Belichick.
You're dreaming.
No, I'm not dreaming. I think that this is what the big setup is. Patriots, Bucks, Super Bowl. Brady versus Belichick. It could be, be giant drama on that one. I think it would be a pretty huge story. But so yesterday in the NBA, guy shoots a free throw and LeBron James turns around and accidentally hits a guy in the face with his elbow. All kinds of mixed opinions on this thing. All kinds. I don't know. Either you throw the guy out of the league or you do nothing. I think is the way that this works. My guess he's going to get like a 1-game suspension against the Pistons.
Yeah, I think so too. But what if it was on LeBron James? The other guy would be out of the league.
Yep.
So give me a break.
Would be vilified.
Yeah.
Interesting to hear what these guys have to say. It always is, It's like, and now they're saying, well, the other guy started coming at him. It's like, yeah, I would too. I would too,
I don't know. I'm looking at it. I'm no LeBron James fan, but it looks like it was just, physical play. I don't know.
Old school 80s basketball.
Yeah, I wouldn't get. I don't like. I don't think he did anything egregious.
I think he clearly intentionally hit the guy in the face with his elbow.
So do I.
Well, then if that the guy that really did the elbow dirty was the guy in the Sunday night football game. That Charger better be suspended for that. You can't use your forearm in buddy's face as he's going down. Like, come on. Refs totally missed that one.
I missed it too. I didn't even see that.
It's on my story on Facebook. You can have a look.
I will. I didn't see it, honestly.
That was so dirty, man. Same kind of thing. Forearm right to the face as he was going down. It's like, whoa.
Well, we got Monday Night Football tonight. It's the Bucks and the Giants. Brian, what are you looking at here?
I'm sorry. I was watching that LeBron James video replay. Let me switch over here.
Just watch the Larry Johnson, Troy Polamalu video I sent you.
I did. That would have hurt. Really would have hurt when he grabbed him like that.
All right, in that game tonight, was back and forth most of the week, but I think I'm on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here, minus the 11 points. Giants have been a good road dog in spots, but I think Tampa Bay's defense is coming off that embarrassing performance against Washington here, and Giants' offense is pretty anemic. I think Tampa Bay has enough to get a 2-touchdown win here. It's not the biggest bet I've ever made, that's for sure, but I'm going to take the Buccaneers laying the 11.
Rod?
And for me, I'm going to go with the under. I think we get close to the total going over, but I think we just sneak under this number here. So, you look, Bucks 4-0 to the under in the last 4 games following a straight-up loss. Giants 5-0 to their 5-0 to the under the last 5 in November. They're also 8-1 the last 9 games following an ATS win to the under. So I'm going to take the under here on Monday night. We just sneak under the number.
Joe?
I'm leaning on the Giants plus the points, and that leads me to believe this is going to be an over game. We see what the Bucks can do offensively, and I think if the Giants have any chance of keeping up, and I believe they do, that this one goes over. So I like the over in this more than anything, and I'm like Rod. I think it just squeaks over versus just squeaks under. I think this is going to come down to that last possession for the Bucks to try to get that cover. I don't know if they will. So I prefer to take the Giants minus the points in the over in this.
Nice. Right, NBA, 10 games going on. I don't have a pick in this game. I really don't care.
I was gonna say, what do you like?
I don't like it at all.
You know you're getting bad if you skip over yourself.
Yeah, I'm offended by this game, personally.
Totally Ruffalo on this one.
Yeah, well, I'm straight. I'm not
Ruffalo
Ruffalo in the card. I mean, that's what it's like. Believe me, let's get to some of this other stuff. But it's like I gave out a free pick on the video. I gave out the under. So there, I got the under, and I don't know for the game. I have no idea. I could see it going both ways, because the Bucks haven't been, the Bucks have either been blowout or lose outright. Yeah. So I could see that happening here. And the Giants are coming off a bye, and they've been so banged up, this season. So they, this is the healthiest they've probably been since the beginning of the season, and anything can happen. So maybe lean to the Giants, but I don't know. The Bucks, the last time we saw the Bucks, they got shellacked. So Brady usually doesn't get beat 3 games in a row.
Yeah, that was on the road too.
So what?
No, I think the Buccaneers tend to cover less on the road than they do at home. I don't have the stats in front of me, but
who do you like in that Gonzaga UCLA game tomorrow, Brian?
Boy. I have. What is the line on the Gonzaga UCLA game tomorrow? I haven't even looked tomorrow. I was concentrating on today. Gonzaga has a game today.
I don't think the line's out.
Yeah, they play late tonight.
Gonzaga plays tonight, and I was close to getting in on Gonzaga. I was like, no, I just can't do it. How'd they do against Bell the last game when Rod went against them? Did they cover?
They covered.
I figured. I was just Rod's gonna throw away that Gonzaga hat soon.
Yep. It's a cancer. We, yeah. So that game's at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Another big Gonzaga game played way late and out of the way. And the UCLA game too. But this is the week, college basketball's got it right. A lot of the games for tomorrow, of course, are not even set up yet because there's so many tournaments this week. But these guys got it right. It's like the big teams play the big teams early, and they battle it out. They don't, hold anything back. You could have 6, 7, 8 losses and go to the NCAA tournament, no problem. They look at the strength of schedule, and they truly have a formula that they stick to, and it works, They don't just say, oh, well, we beat Purdue, so we're really good. It's like, it's ridiculous.
But they play 3 times the amount of games, don't they?
They play 3 times the amount of games, but they play also the out of conference basically ends around New Year's, and then they play conference play after that. But they also have a playoff. They have a conference tournament. The winner of the conference and the winner of the conference tournament both go to the NCAA tournament in the major conferences. In the small conferences, only the winner of the conference tournament goes to the thing, regardless of what your record was in the regular season. If you won your regular season conference and you're in a smaller conference and you don't win your conference tournament, then you go to the NIT, automatic bid. These guys have it right. I mean, why can't you do this in football? I mean, how hard is this? I think the idea in football, what they're talking about now is that with the playoffs starting with home games for the top 8 seeds, and then moving into the bowl system after that, why not? Who would you rather see? It's going to take away the bowl experience from these other teams. Well, tell them to play a little better. Maybe we'll make it.
I do like the crappy bowl, like the Chef Boyardee Bowl with Charlotte versus Middle Tennessee at 6-6 each.
I don't. In the lower divisions, they don't have that. You don't get rewarded for a 6-6 season. You don't get a big contract like Dan Mullen got from Florida for going 6-6 every year.
Wasn't there a team last season that they didn't even have a winning record and they made a bowl game?
Yeah, sometimes there's more bowls than teams with winning records, and they have to even squeeze teams with losing records in there.
Last year was a special because of COVID.
No, it's happened before too. It's happened before then. There's so many of these bowl games. Now, there's actually a few less because some of these went under. They couldn't get sponsors.
It was insane. It's like, what is this?
Sponsors change all the time, too, on these things.
Yeah.
Now maybe PickDawgz should sponsor a bowl.
Maybe PickDawgz should smoke a bowl. That'd be more fun for all of us.
The PickDawgz Bowl.
The PickDawgz Bowl. Don't worry, man, it's Creeper.
Appalachian State versus Boise.
Yeah, that would be a good time. It's called PickDawgz Mellow Show.
I'd be sitting in the corner. You wouldn't get any comments out of me.
It's like Joe and I
come back. Or could be 5 minutes late.
Joe and I come back at 4 o'clock. I'm eating a big bag of Doritos.
Yeah. Would be pretty bad.
We got 10 NBA games. Oh, man. So there will be a second date? When's the second date? When are you gonna call for the follow-up?
No. Hopefully, well, most definitely by the weekend. But I'm
hoping to call today.
You have to.
Yeah, I already talked to her today.
We talked today. All right, you need me to call.
She texted me this morning.
If you need me to step in. That's
okay. I don't want to be. It's like my dad calling,
But it's in a good way.
We'll see how it goes. I'll see if I need reinforcements.
Can't hurt.
She texted you this morning, or you texted her?
She texted me this morning.
So. Good.
Wow.
So
make sure you catch her tomorrow morning before she catches you.
Sounds like someone should better wear a clean pair of boxers next time.
No, I don't wear boxers. I wear briefs. Boxers are too old. That's when I was a young guy. I'm an older guy now. Briefs.
Need the support?
Yep.
I'm a boxer guy.
Thanks for sharing, guys.
No problem.
I think I'm going to start doing sit-ups, too.
Got a new soccer person coming on. Going to do shows with Goran. Maybe Joe's going to do some stuff with them. I think I'm going to have a live soccer show every day. 15 minutes or so. Going to give this thing a real shot.
You're going to do a live soccer show?
I'm not doing it, but I mean, we're going to have one.
I was like, well, you're going to do a soccer show. All right.
I like the new videos of Ruflo on the website with his picture. He looks pretty
I made
Pretty
those.
good.
I made those.
Yeah, I like it. He looks studly.
I made those. Made them in arts and crafts class.
It's better than the one that he's leaning like. The leany one, it's way better. I was like, oh, look, there's a new one. That's way better than the other one.
Well, the leany one, what happened was it was his capper picture. It was the only picture I had. And ask Joe. I mean, try and squeeze a picture out of Ruffalo. It's like, I mean, it's ridiculous. And so finally, I said, I just need another picture. I'm just going to use mine. So finally, so he sent over the new pictures, the color pictures. So I made those new ones that you see.
Nice.
But I make all those. The other ones are all made by somebody else.
Gotta send him to Glamour Shots.
Well, he is Glamour Shot. He is Glamour Shot. Coming up on that 1 year anniversary of the Ruffalo. December 24th is Ruffalo Day.
You need a sign or something made.
Just take a pass. What the hell are we doing here? What exactly are we doing here? It kind of is the show. All right. Nets, Cavs, Wizards, Hornets, Hawks, Thunder, Celtics, Rockets, and the Bulls against the Pacers. I had the Bulls last night. I sweated that thing out. I mean, sweated. It was sweating from every gland in my body down the stretch there. Joe, who would you like in these 5 games?
Give me the Nets. I think they definitely cover the spread against the Cavs. You know, the Cavs haven't been playing well, 2-4 in their last 6 games versus a Nets team that is trending in the opposite direction. So I like them. The first 6 games. I also like the Thunder plus the points. I think that is way too many points there. Thunder have been doing well against the spread, 8-2 in their last 10. So I think they cover against this Hawks team. I don't think they win it, though.
Thunder buddies for life? Is that what you're trying to say there?
Thunder buddies for life in that one.
She's on the team?
Yeah,
Joe's
definitely. I'm in. I like it. I like that song. It was catchy. So go
ahead.
I was going to say, give me the Celtics as well. I think the Celtics come out, have a fantastic win here at home against a Rockets team that I really don't have much faith in. So the 3 that I like.
Rod?
For me, in those ones, I'm going to take the Hornets here plus the points. They're 4-0 in the last 4 meetings versus the Wizards. They just played 5 days ago and kicked the crap out of the Wizards. So I don't see that changing here. I don't see a revenge angle here. Charlotte's just playing the better basketball.
That was in Charlotte. The Wizards are 7-1 at home, straight up.
That's fine. I'm going to take Charlotte here. I think they kick the crap out of them again. So give me the Hornets outright. The Wizards at home here in that one. The Wizards are my naughty list. Bums.
Love the Wizards. Everyone knows that.
I know you do.
I loved them last year too. Rode them all the way to the playoffs from nowhere.
And for me, I'm going to take the Pacers plus the points against the Bulls. Bulls on the back-to-back. Indy 6-2 the last 8 meetings versus the Bulls. They got a good shot here to outright them. So give me the Pacers plus the points in that one.
Brian?
Yeah, I'm on the same wavelength as Rod here. We totally agree. I think the Hornets are a very strong play here, plus the points. Like Rod said, they just met about a week ago, and it was a 10-point win. I see this as a 1-possession game either way. I'll take the points. Nets, Cavs, I'm doing on the drive-thru today. Tune in. Get that gem. Cavaliers, Nets, spread winner. And I like the Houston Rockets plus the points against the Celtics. I just think it's too – even though Houston is a terrible, pathetic win team, they're not terrible cover. And Boston, I don't see them blowing many teams out of the water. So I'll take the 11.5 in the Rockets.
I like the Thunder against the Hawks. I like the Wizards against the Hornets. Just fading these guys for sure. And I like the trackpad. This one. Right. I was going to lose my mouse there. That would have been fun. And no, it's too excited. I like the Thunder. I like the Celtics, the Bulls, and the Wizards. I think when you start looking at longer-term trends with teams like the Bulls and stuff like that, you're looking at bad teams that they had several years ago. Bobby Portis and Markkanen aren't on the team anymore. I mean, so why would their trends matter today? The Bulls are kicking ass, and they're taking some names in the process. They're 12-5, 6-2, straight up and against the number at home, while the Pacers are just wildly inconsistent here. I'm a big Pacer guy, and everybody knows that. I ride the Pacers every single year, and it's like I'm normally the guy that's like, well, the Pacers kind of hang in the middle of the pack. They muck around, and at the end of the season, they kind of, before you know it, they're the 4 or 5 seed in the playoffs. But I do believe they're going to do that this year. I think the problem is that they're looking at the 3 team in the playoffs here, in the Bulls in the East, and that's the problem. The Bulls are this year's Knicks.
So you don't find that line a little fishy that the Bulls, with their tremendous record, are only laying 3 points at home to the Pacers, who have like 7 wins, I think, on the year, way below 500? To me, it seems very fishy.
Filet of fishy?
I don't know. I'm just saying, -3 with the Chicago Bulls, it kind of looks.
Well, the fact that you like the Pacers just really lean.
I'm not saying
really
I do. I'm
just
playing devil's advocate.
I'm just playing Brian's advocate or whatever, anti-Brian.
This line should be -6. It should be -6 Bulls. It's -3. It's just.
Maybe we can get 2.5. Maybe we can shop this thing at 2.5.
If it goes to 2.5, you got to bet the house on the Pacers. Well, anyway.
This looks like someone's out. This line.
Something must be up.
Something's up. Play the money line -162. The Bulls.
I think somebody's got their Chicago fanboys outfit on there.
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
Your Chicago Bulls.
I like the Cubs and the Bulls.
I love the Bulls.
Love the Bulls.
And then you're going to hate on my Pelicans. That's what's coming next.
Well, it ain't broke. Got the Bucks against the Magic. Do you believe in Magic? Pelicans versus Timberwolves. Timberwolves 3.5-point road favorites. That's always fun. Got the
There's some threes out there.
Spurs against the Suns. The Jazz against the Grizz. And the Kings against the Sixers. This is if you're willing to jump out on a limb here on the Dogs, there's definitely some meat on the bone here. This is the side of the schedule that's the Dogs have the chance. This is, I mean, the Suns laying 5.5 at San Antonio. That's the fishiest line of the day, not that Bulls line. It's that one.
Yeah.
They're both fishy.
Well, this one, the Suns have won 11 in a row, and the Spurs they can't get out of their own way. They can't
all the
get
hot
arrested.
team humpers will be all over the Suns today.
They can't get arrested. They're on a back-to-back.
0-3-1 on the back-to-back.
Rob, what do you think of these 5 games?
For me, I like the Spurs plus the points on that one. Because, like I said, Suns 0-3-1 ATS, the last 4 off the back-to-back. So I think the Spurs can keep it close in that one. The other one, I don't like the Grizzlies at all. I'm going to take the Jazz to pick the crap out of Memphis. Memphis on the road is just awful. 2-5 on the season, 3-4 against the number on the road. Just haven't been good on the road. And just like the Kings at home. Kings are 2-6 at home, 2-6 against the number. I'm going to take the 76ers on the money line as they outright the Kings in that one. So Spurs, Jazz, 76ers for me in those ones.
I think Al Ninos is mad that I called this play the squarest play on the board yesterday on the show.
Nah, I don't think he cares.
Thanks, Al, for joining us with the squarest play on the board.
He knows you well enough by now. He's okay.
Who do you like in these games, Brian?
Oh, me and Rod are pretty much on the same wavelength today. The only one I disagree with him slightly, I like the Sacramento Kings at home. Kings are one of my teams, and I don't love it, but I think they hold court against the Sixers until the Sixers get fully healthy. The Grizzlies, that seems like a ton of points. I'll take my chances with 9.5, 10. Again, these are just leans. I'm going to look at the Pelicans Timberwolves probably in the VIP show, but as of now, I'm leaning towards the Pelicans, and that's about it.
So
a bunch of
like
leans.
small talk did you have on your date? Like anything interesting that we might want to share with us?
No, we were just talking about Christmas coming up and holiday shopping for the kids, and just small talk,
Really
jobs.
Good time. Jobs. Yeah.
Not my job per se.
What'd
but
you say?
maybe,
What'd you say about us?
I just said I
What'd you
enjoy
say
my
about
job.
Joe?
I enjoy my
Every
job.
morning I have to put up with these guys.
It's like, if you knew what I put.
Nope, no complaints from me. I didn't have anything to complain about.
That's good.
And at that point, my games were looking good, so I was in a good mood when I turned my phone off. So.
Yeah, you have to turn your phone off. You can't be like.
Yep.
How hard was it to not know the scores of those games, Brian?
No,
That's what I want to know.
it was a
I
little.
got to go to the
hard.
bathroom. Be right back.
But you know what? That's why I didn't make the one. I was thinking about making a $2,200 parlay, and I thought to myself, if I do this, I'm going to be too distracted when I go out today. So I said, nope, I'm not going to bet it. And so I wasn't distracted as much.
Oh, Joe,
What a bit of one.
who do you like in this slot, Joe?
Yeah,
I'm going to go with the 76ers plus the points. I think they do have a good chance against a Sacramento Kings team that really hasn't been doing well following a loss. So they're 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 following a loss. And then give me the Grizzlies. I think this is just too many points. I'd like the Jazz closer to 8. I don't like them at 10 that it's up to now. And then give me the Phoenix Suns. I think they get it done at home.
Joe, do you think?
Or on the road, sorry.
Do you think
They're not
Brian
at home.
got the pat on the hug, or do you think he got like the hug, like bring it on in?
I think he got over a 3-second hug, and
But
that's
do you think it was
a good sign.
any padding, or do you think he got like the bring it on in?
No,
the good stuff?
I think he got a nice long hug.
Yep.
No padding.
Joe's right.
No padding.
I don't remember any padding, but
All right.
I need a replay.
How many times did she touch your arm during the date?
Yeah.
A couple times.
There you
I
go.
wasn't keeping track.
You got a second date 100%.
I just got to start doing my sit-ups.
All right. She knows you're not. She knows we're not easy here, right? She understands.
Nope.
We're not putting out without a movie. All right, maybe we'll put out without a movie. Happens.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, Brian.
Maybe a short movie.
Thank you. Joe.
Maybe she's been to the movies, heard of the movies, knows what a movie is.
Man, I haven't been out to the movies in years. Has nothing to do with COVID, really. I'm just not a big movie buff.
I hate the movies. Like the theaters, I can't do them. Even the new VIP one.
I was a film major in school.
I would rather at home on my couch where I can pause it and there's not people around me talking.
Yep.
Yes, I'm just an anti-person. If there was no one else in the theater, I'd be happy.
Last time I was in the theater, I totally fell asleep.
I totally fell asleep. The new theater chairs, you know how they lounge down?
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
it's like
you're toast.
it's like
Wake up and it's like, who the credits? Wasn't that a great movie? Oh, it was the best.
Nothing like paying $25-$30 to have a nap.
oh, more than that, because like but the popcorn's like what, like $12, and then they got to get one of those big ices to wash it down with. That's usually
It's good
like
popcorn,
$6, $7,
though.
or $8. Then
Nice and buttery.
those things, snow caps. I like those. I like goobers with the peanuts and covered with the chocolate. Of course, chuckles. You know, gotta have your chuckles.
Are you guys putting the candy in your popcorn?
You
Like
can.
I'm seeing
You can.
it.
It happens. It happens. It's a mess. The whole thing's just a mess, and it's all gone before the coming attractions are over. It's already all gone. Doesn't.
I like a good junior mint, but
How about chuckles?
Junior mints
What's your
are good.
favorite colored chuckle?
What's a chuckle?
green.
Yeah, I don't know what a chuckle is either.
See, most people go with the red chuckle.
I like a green
I
one.
like orange, yellow, orange, black. The black chuckle is
Chuckle,
usually the
like an
last one
M&M?
left.
Are they like gummies?
Sort of,
Like
but like
M&M?
covered with sugar, like your grandmother had at her house, or probably.
Nice.
They're kind of like this like gel with like sugar covering them, but they're
Like
flat.
a fuzzy peach.
Yeah, and they go like this. They're like those orange slices that everyone's had, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like those things. But it comes in like a long, like a candy bar shape, and it's got like yellow, red, green. Each color. You get one chocolate.
And you get one chocolate of each.
Yeah, it's one of each. Red is usually the first one gone. I don't like the red one. Maybe because like growing up, I never got the red chocolate. So. Orange chocolate, yellow chocolate. The green chocolate's okay. Black chocolate. I like that one. It's licorice.
Is it licorice?
Yeah. Some people, that's one of those flavors. Either you like it or you don't like it.
You hate it, yeah.
See, I like it.
It's too bitter for me.
I like it. Goes great with vodka. What do you got for sale today, Brian?
I'll tell you, I was just looking off a 4-in-1 day.
You ever drink Ouzo?
Ooh, that stuff's deadly.
That's licorice.
No.
That's licorice.
Wait, I had that before.
Of course.
Yeah.
Who has it?
You only shoot that stuff though.
Oh.
Deadly.
Whatever it takes. I'm not
You
here.
can't sip it. Who sips that
I'm
stuff?
not here. I'm not here. I'm not here to judge anyone.
Tonight I got my Monday night money shot 3-pack off a 4-in-1 day on Sunday. Very good weekend. I'm off a 14-7 college basketball start to the year. So you can get my non-conference college basketball game of the month for $30 or get it in my 3-pack of one college basketball, one NBA, and my NFL pick for $40 at PickDawgz.com.
Rod?
And for me, it's a monumental Monday. I got 7 bets for today's loaded card. I got a college basketball triple. I got 2 from the NHL, 2 from the NBA, all loaded in one package. I also have early college basketball rim rocker, $15, guaranteed. Goes off in about 18 minutes. That one goes off. Jump aboard, big day, kickstart, huge week coming up.
Joe?
I have 5 picks out today, 3 in the NHL, 1 in NBA, and I've got a team total on the NFL game tonight.
All right. Sounds like lots of action going on. Got college hoops on the way here. Got tons of games. And then, so tomorrow's games, it's hard because we don't know who's going to be playing here in a lot of these games. But Evansville already out over Rice by 10. This line moved like from 3.5 to 6.5, where Rice was laying
pounded Northern Illinois.
Little Rock easy over Northern Illinois. That was an easy game. I should have given a premium. But we've got Charlotte Toledo in just a couple minutes. JAMU and Kent State. We've got Duquesne against Bradley. We've got Boston University, my alma mater, up against Sam Houston State. We've got Oakland against Vermont. We've got Wisconsin against Texas A&M. Tulane Drexel. GW up against Wright State. Nicholls State against Cal Poly. Louisiana Monroe versus Northwest State. Colorado versus Brown. Any of those, Brian?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to take Kent State here, the Golden Flashers over JMU. I think you're getting value with Kent State being an underdog here. I think they're the better team. You're only getting 1.5, but
because they got shellacked the only time they played.
Yeah, I think they bounced back.
They got just shellacked.
Well, we'll see. I just lean to Kent State here early.
That's a tough one. Tough one. Rod, how about you? They did beat Oberlin 84-38.
For me, in that grouping, I like I said, I got one of those goes off in 15 minutes over at PickDawgz Premium. Another one I like in that time spot, I like, give me Texas A&M versus Wisconsin plus the points. You look, the Aggies lost 8 players to the transfer portal, but they got some guys back. They picked up Tyrese Radford from Virginia Tech. They picked up Henry Coleman III from Duke. And they added the Mountain West Conference Player of the Year last season, and Marcus Williams as well. As well as 3 of their top 6 scorers from last season as well. So give me Texas A&M plus the points versus Wisconsin in that one.
Joe?
I'm going to take Charlotte over Toledo. I'm going to take them on the money line here. I think they have a better offense in this matchup, and they're going to limit those turnovers. It's going to be a tight game, and I think with them at home, they definitely get the win here.
I like Charlotte also. I like the way they play defense. They have mad press. I like the press, the full court press. The thing I like about it, it's like, you know right away if you won or lost. You don't have to suffer in this game because we're going to know. Because the press, either they can't break the press or it's layup city all day, right? It's like it's pretty much the way that the press goes. It's like either they can't penetrate the press and, you know, they get it and it's one-sided one way, or they can break the press every time and it is a breakaway layup every single time. So we're going to know in that one in a hurry. So I'll take Charlotte as well there. I'm going to take Boston University because that's where I went to school, so it's my total homer pick. I like Duquesne against Bradley. Bradley, terrible. Straight ass on that one. I like George Washington plus the 8 points against Wright State. And GW's not a great team, but they're not nearly as bad as they were last year. So that'll be my picks there. Next up, we've got Houston Butler, Fordham against Akron. These are good games. We've got Idaho versus Utah Valley. They got to play that one on a neutral court. Jacksonville State against Valpo. Murray State against East Tennessee State. Don't sleep on Murray State, man. This team's ranked 12th in the nation. These guys are good. Southern Illinois versus Creighton. We've seen Creighton bust up some teams already this season. SMU versus Loyola Marymount. Ohio State looking at their second loss square in the face, traveling to Jersey to take on Seton Hall. If anyone out there has bought a package today and there is this game in it and you live in New Jersey, by all means let me know so we can refund you. We always know that Seton Hall games are an issue. And these packages seems to be always an issue every year. The biggest issue are Seton Hall college basketball games. That's why I avoid them in my premium picks, even though I love Seton Hall in this game. Penn State versus Cornell. Cincinnati versus Illinois. You got to watch these things too. Illinois, if you're an Illinois bettor, someone gave you this game, same thing. Got to watch out for this stuff. St. Bonnie's or Stony Brook, Sacred Heart. All right. That game starts at 6:31. Rod, sounds like your time slot. What do you like?
For me, in these ones, I like, give me Idaho. Give me the Vandals plus the 10.5 in that one. It opened at 14 down to 10.5. I think this is a single-digit game in that one. Close, tight battle. I'm with you. Give me Murray State over East Tennessee State. I think they come in and pound them. Double-digit blowout win in that one. And the other one I like SMU. I'll lay the points with SMU. Loyola Marymount has not looked as good as what they have been. So I like SMU in that one. And give me the Salukis with Creighton. I think that's a one-possession game. I think they hang with Creighton in that one today.
Joe Madden.
Yeah, give me the under in Butler and Houston. I think we see a slower pace game. I know Houston can really get the points on the board, but I think the speed is just going to be the issue, getting as many as they need for the over. And then give me the over in Akron and Fordham. I think this one goes over all day long. Give me Seton Hall. Nice home win for them there. And give me Illinois as well. I think they get a home win as well. Cincinnati 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games versus the Big Ten.
Kofi Coburn back in the lineup. Of course, first team All-American. Could have gone NBA this past year. Back in the lineup for Illinois. Definitely, that's why that line is where it is. Even though it's dropped a 1.5, but that's why it opened at 10.5. Because he's pretty much one of the best. He might be the best player in the country. Brian?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to take Seton Hall here, lay the points. I don't think there's any letdown off that Michigan win for Seton Hall. I think they lay it to Ohio State, which I don't think should be ranked. And I'm going to take a square peg, take the Houston Cougars here, lay in the points. They had that first game against Hofstra where they haven't looked good, but they've been blowing teams out of the water, took Virginia to school. So I'll take Houston and Seton Hall, lay the points.
I like Seton Hall minus the 2.5. Like I said, I didn't give it out as a premium pick, even though I wanted to, because of that whole New Jersey thing. It always seems to be an issue. It's college basketball. I know that people in different areas of the country, different games, different teams, you're not able to bet. Of course, if there's ever a problem with that, just email me, Mitch@PickDawgz.com, or in the thing. Talking about people with daily packages. If you have monthly or weekly or something like that, well, then it's part of the, it's part of the thing. But if you have a daily package that you bought and you don't have access to bet one of those games, then let me know. We'll refund you, or we'll get you another package from a different capper. And the cappers know this stuff, so they should be on the lookout for it. Anyway, sometimes there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's just your game. There's 49 other states plus the rest of the world.
Yeah, you can't not take Seton Hall just because it's New Jersey.
I know, but it's like, for me, it's like I'm on this side of it, so it's like I know how many people that affects. I know how many. It's a lot, and it just seems to always be a problem. Seton Hall, Northwestern, Illinois, always
Rutgers,
always a problem. Rutgers, always a problem. Like, the other ones never seems to be an issue, but those four always seem to be a problem. So if I can't avoid them, if I can find other plays I like, I leave those out. I like Murray State. Got Kentucky, Albany, 27 points on that one after Kentucky covered last time out against Ohio. Cleveland State against Coppin State. I always like that name. I don't know why. Georgia versus Virginia. Richmond versus the Pride of Hofstra. Pride. Covered last time against Maryland. No problem. Ohio against Mount St. Mary's. The Jackrabbits, South Dakota State, taking on Nevada. Jackrabbits.
Definitely.
Jackrabbits.
Definitely.
One of my favorite memories of Vegas was when South Dakota State hit that shot against Texas from half court to beat them. I was at the Westgate. There was probably 10,000 people in the sports book. It was like being at the game. The whole building felt like it was shaking because they have that stadium, but I was in the actual sports book area, but the stadium was packed there. Plus the sports book, it was March Madness. Gets the inbound pass from half court. Bang!
Well, they probably were covering anyway, right?
No, they were not covering. It was a 1-point spread.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And he hit the 3 from half court. Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a game I would like.
Then right after that happened, the next, within 30 seconds of that, Cincinnati hit a reverse layup against San Diego State to beat them. Same thing. Buzzer beater. They had to go to the clock review because it was just right on the. Georgia Tech, Charleston Southern. Siena versus Harvard. Florida Atlantic versus Troy. Eastern Kentucky versus Eastern Illinois. It's a directional cross-state whole thing going on there. Northern Kentucky versus Western Illinois. Wow. So Eastern Kentucky, Eastern Illinois, Northern Kentucky, Western Illinois. North, East, West. North, West, East. No South. Salukis. Where are my Salukis? Rutgers takes on Lafayette, the Leopards. Delaware Blue Hens against App State Mountaineers. That's good. Who do you like in that slot, Brian? 7 o'clock.
No, I'm going to take a square play. I'm going to take the Kentucky Wildcats to blow out Albany. Albany's just
The Great Danes?
brutal. The Great Danes. I'm not a Great Dane guy. I like Georgia Bulldogs plus the points coming off that loss to Georgia Tech here. I think Virginia's in a down season. I think it's 7.5. I think it's a 2-possession game for Virginia. I think 6-point win. I think 7.5 is just a little bit too much. So I'll take Georgia plus the points.
And in those ones, I like give me Hofstra plus the points over Richmond. I think Hofstra can keep it close. They're 3-1 on the season against the number. So they haven't been winning games, but they've definitely been keeping them tight. So give me Hofstra plus the points in that one. Which I like South Dakota State here. Give me the Jackrabbits over Nevada. And I'll take Bellarmine or plus the points against UCLA. I think UCLA is looking ahead to Gonzaga on deck. So I think UCLA wins the game, but not by that many. I think Bellarmine gets the cover in that one.
Joe?
I think Virginia actually does get the cover against Georgia. I see their defense being the difference in this game. We have a team that holds opponents to 59.3 points per game on average versus a Georgia team that's allowing 68. So I really do think this will be a slower-paced defensive game with Virginia coming out on top with the cover.
We've seen Tony Bennett teams get off to slow starts before. Virginia, and they usually will come on later on in the season, put it together. I mean, one of those losses they have, was Houston. I think that one's forgivable. The other loss to Navy is a tough one to swallow. Did not cover against Coppin. But Georgia really, lost a lot of players in the transfer portal. And when they've had to step it up against the better teams, they've got stepped on both times. I like Virginia also. Once again, Virginia bettors cannot bet on Virginia games, one of the few legal states in the U.S. So
I didn't know this before, Mitch.
Yeah,
I'm learning this today.
College basketball is where it really starts to hit a lot of different things. So schools like James Madison and stuff like that, if they're involved in the game, then it's like there's a whole slew of people that can't bet that.
Okay.
So it makes it tough. Yeah, and it's we just try and do the best that we can. We give you another pick from another capper. If that capper has a pick in a different package than the one you bought, we'll give you that. I always err to the side of giving you guys more. So it's almost to your advantage to get that game. And then, if you bought the guaranteed package and that pick loses, then you also get the guarantee on top of it. The hell? I don't really care. I'm lousy at business. That's basically what this comes down to. If this was all about making money, well, I would be a failure, I would say. If it was about betting and putting people on winners, that I think we've succeeded. Jackrabbits. I like Ohio against Mount St. Mary's. I think they bounced back from that Kentucky debacle. They had a shot in that Kentucky game. They started throwing up air balls. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I also like Eastern Kentucky against Eastern Illinois. I don't care if they're both pointing in the same direction. One's pointing up and the other one's pointing down. We like the Colonels. We love the Colonel. Anything that's Kentucky, Colonel, is good. Kentucky Fried Chicken, the Colonel. It all makes sense. It all comes together. 11 herbs. 11 spices. 11 herbs and spices. Joe
must be
Joe has. I don't think Joe's been here for this bit. Joe hasn't been here.
No, I haven't.
So what's the number one spice in Ruffalo knows them all. Ruffalo can list them off the top of his head, but what's the number one spice in Kentucky Fried Chicken?
I don't know. I haven't had Kentucky Fried Chicken since I was a little kid.
Salt?
Salt is number one.
Oh, okay.
It's loaded with it. Loaded with salt. Number 2, pepper.
More salt?
More salt.
Yes, more salt. It's
Sea salt and iodized salt.
I used to live in Kentucky, and if it barely
man.
snows there, they cover the streets in salt, and it's like, yeah, this is where they get the 11 herbs and spices. It's right here.
Gross.
It's like it is tons of salt. Ruffalo can list them, he has them off the top of his head. 11 herb spices: oregano, chili powder, sage, basil, marjoram, pepper, salt, paprika, onion salt, garlic powder, and MSG.
Yeah, anything with MSG, I'm a hard pass.
Even the Colonel?
Yeah, hard pass on anything with MSG.
You probably didn't even know it.
No, I can tell when I have MSG. It gives me a headache. I always, when I order Chinese or something.
That's after the fact.
Yeah, after the fact.
Exactly. I don't like the after the fact headache.
You also could have stopped at 4 pieces of chicken like a normal person too, and probably wouldn't have had that.
True.
It's like you're supposed to put the gravy on the potatoes, not the other way around.
Oh no, gravy. Like the potatoes are just like a holder, just like Yorkshire pudding. Everything just holds
That's a
that
holder,
gravy.
right? Yeah, you have to hold the gravy. It's a gravy holder. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
The gravy's the best part. I know. All those spices you see after they fall off and they're in the bottom of there because they use pressure fryers. KFC uses a pressure fryer, not a regular deep fryer. They don't just actually they don't just throw the chicken in the deep fryer. It comes in this wire thing. It's like this big and it's got racks. And you put your chicken on layers and then it all drops into this pressure fryer and you close the lid, you hit the button, and then it pressure fries your chicken.
Pressure fried.
Yes,
Wow.
it's a pressure fryer. So then you pull your chicken out, it's all cooked.
How long
and then
does
all
it
the
take?
stuff
How
that's
long
in
does
the
it
bottom.
take to pressure fry compared to regular frying?
Oh, way faster.
Because Kentucky Fried Chicken takes forever, right? It's not fast
No.
compared to
So you're like at 20, 30 minutes, and then after your chicken's all done to go and you pull it out, then what's left in the bottom, that gets added to the gravy. So all the fat drippings from the chicken and the spices have dripped off. That's in the bottom. That's what goes to the gravy,
drippings.
and that's what gives the KFC gravy. It's
See,
amazing.
start talking about the fat drippings. All of our mouths are watering over here.
I'm trying to eat healthy, so
Healthy dose of fat drippings.
I gotta stay in shape for this.
Brian's on
Well,
the
way back in the 80s and 90s, we used to use beef fat in fryers.
Brian's back out there. Brian's back out there.
No, beef fat was the way to go because it added flavor to your fried food.
You know why they got rid of the beef fat? Because McDonald's, they did the French fries in beef fat in India.
Ooh, did they?
Yep.
Oh yeah, yep. And all heck broke loose.
Took that one on the chin.
Yeah. Oops.
Bellarmine against UCLA. UCLA is playing on back-to-back nights. So we got Gonzaga tomorrow. LSU, Belmont. That should be a good one. Northern Arizona against Texas, Rio Grande Valley. These guys have become a little bit more mainstream recently. North Dakota State against Tarleton State. Oklahoma State versus Charleston. Northeastern versus Colorado State. Oh, man, I did not bet that one. Anyways, Long Beach State against Missouri State. Florida versus Cal. Florida State versus Missouri. Iowa versus Western Michigan. Brian, anything in this 8 to 8:30 slot?
Yeah, I think this is a good slot. I'm going to go with Belmont plus the points here. This is a spot where I actually like Belmont. Normally they're too publicly bet here, but I think people are overreacting to LSU. What are they, 4-0? But they haven't really beaten anybody. I think Belmont can hang with LSU within reason. So I'll take the 5.5 in Belmont, and then College of Charleston against Oklahoma State. Saw Charleston hang with North Carolina and get the cover here. I think they can do the same against Oklahoma State. I just think it's about 2-3, too many points here for the Cowboys. So I'll take Charleston.
Charleston got the coach from Winthrop, the guy who's there for a long time. That's good. They're going to be good.
I like those two. It kind of, I wave just to one second. It's kind of tempting to take Bellarmine because of UCLA's all these games they have, and they probably have concentration on tomorrow. So, I'm skipping it.
That's what I said last time when I jumped the spot. I didn't. My bad. I jumped the spot and I said take Bellarmine.
Bellarmine versus take Bellarmine on the money line there.
No.
No, I'll take the 21 points you're going to give me. So that one. And I'm going to go the other way, Brian. I don't think Belmont can hang with LSU. I think LSU is that good, and they easily get a win and cover over Belmont. So give me LSU in that one. And I like Colorado State. I think they're better than Northeastern. Give me Colorado State over Northeastern. And give me the Beaches. I think that's way too many points. I think they can keep that a little bit closer with Missouri State, who hasn't been covered. So, what up, Beaches? Give me the plus 13.5 there.
Joe?
I'm like a couple overs in this time slot. Give me the over for that Long Beach game, and then give me the over in Oklahoma State Charleston game. I think that one we're going to see tons of points in. I think this is probably going to go over by at least 10. And then Florida minus the points. I think they get an easy win over California here at home. I think they will play a strong defensive game, but they'll pull away from California.
I like Florida State against Missouri. That LSU Belmont game is a pure no play for me. I can make arguments both ways in that thing. I just want to see LSU when Shaq's son starts playing. He's injured. That'll be fun. I never trust Long Beach State against a team like Missouri State. It can bomb it. I like Colorado State. They're a tournament team this year. I like UCLA against Bellarmine. They're going to bust them up. And Iowa over Western Michigan. Western Michigan, straight ass. They stink. They're the worst of the MAC. Terrible. 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 Citadel against Duke. Kansas State, Arkansas. San Francisco against Morgan State. Grand Canyon versus Wyoming. Just sounds like they should play every game against each other. Washington State against Winthrop. UTEP against UC Riverside, the Highlanders. Kansas City Roos against Idaho State Bengals. Washington against George Mason. Northwestern against Ed Cooley. He's already coaching against Providence. Ed Cooley's out on the court. He's already working in the room. Game's 9:30 Eastern time. He's already started. Pacific against Chicago State. Seattle, Arkansas, Pine Bluff. TCU against Santa Clara. USC against Dixie State. Gonzaga on the back-to-back playing Central Mich. And Notre Dame against St. Mary's. I like St. Mary's in that one against Notre Dame.
I think you're just biased.
No, I'm not just biased. St. Mary's doesn't get a crack at these type of teams. Like, once they go to their conference schedule, the only teams they get to play that are going to help them at the end of the season are BYU and Gonzaga, and their chances are slim of sweeping or even beating one of those teams once. So they got to win these games.
That's why I kind of like Belmont tonight. But
Belmont will probably win their conference.
Yeah, but it's still nice to have a resume win against LSU. But if they could,
they're probably going to win their conference.
Yep.
Anyways, Rod, who do you like in this slot?
This slot of games.
Yes.
I like this slot of games. I like give me George Mason versus Washington. Washington's straight ass. They're not that good. George Mason's good, solid. They can easily get the win and cover in that one. The other one, I like the under in Providence and Northwestern. I think we got a lower scoring affair on our hands. Both defenses pretty solid. Teams just below 60. So I think we get an under in that one. Give me the under, Providence and Northwestern. The other one I like give me Santa Clara against TCU. I think they can keep it closer than that number, if not outright them. Give me Santa Clara plus the points in that one. And I don't think Gonzaga's too worried about UCLA. I don't think they're looking ahead. Give me Gonzaga mop the floor of Central Michigan. I think that's close.
Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to take one of my favorite teams, the UMKC Roos. They're off a huge, gigantic win over the Kansas Christian Falcons. So I think the wrong team's favorite here. I'll take KC on the money line over Idaho State. And I'll take the Chaminade Silver Swords plus the points against Oregon. I just about 6 points too many, I think, there. And last game, I'm going to agree with Mitch and take St. Mary's over Notre Dame. I just think, like Mitch said, these St. Mary's got to take advantage when they get a shot against a team like the Irish. It's good for their resume. I'll take St. Mary's on the money line.
Joe?
Yeah, I've got to ride with Gonzaga as well to cover that huge spread. I know it's a lot of points, but I think they can definitely do it today. And I like Fresno minus the points. Fresno State, I think they come out and get a nice win here. They're 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 versus teams with losing records. And I think they do it here. Their defense also is so much better than the other teams. They're 58.7 points allowed per game. And I think they have a strong game today.
I don't even see Fresno. Who are they playing?
Pepperdine. Pepperdine.
Peppy. Good old Peppy.
I don't even see it on the schedule.
Yeah, it's the latest game on the board.
Tomorrow. It's
11:55.
Yeah, so it's on tomorrow's schedule.
Yep.
Joe Madden
The
can
Waves.
see the future. She can
The
see
Waves of
It's
Pepperdine.
on my book. I can bet it today.
She can see the future.
It's at 2,300, it says.
See, Brian, I told you we got to keep her around.
Yep. Yep.
Take St. Mary's for all the obvious reasons. I like Oregon against Chaminade. Bounce back.
No way. You're crazy.
Chaminade's terrible. It's like a high school team.
It's okay.
Right?
They're so bad. Like this is the Maui Invitational. This is the Maui. This is the Maui Invitational, and
They're not even ranked.
And this is the Maui Invitational, but it's not in Maui this year. So Chaminade had to travel to Vegas for this game. It's like a high school team. They're so bad. Like they used to be in the Maui Invitational every year. Now they finally just said enough is enough. Every other year we're good. They're the host team of the tournament, and they're only allowed to play in it every other year. They always finish last. They won one game recently. They beat UCLA a few years ago.
That's my kind of team. Okay. Don't make fun of the Silver Swords.
Now, Silver Sword's going to get rung up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oregon Ducks.
That's
They're
what they
overrated.
do. That's what they do in these games.
That's light.
So
They're
only
just like
27.
their football counterparts are going to come up short.
So they played. So here's the last time that they've been in a lined game was when they played in the Maui Invitational 2 years ago, because they didn't play in it last year because they only play in it every other year. So when you look at this, they only have covered once. They've only won one game. So that win was actually against Cal. They were 17-point dogs, that game I was talking about. It's the only one they've ever won. But they have covered a few. They covered that game against Cal. They covered against Kansas, Rod's team, 93-63. They lost. They were getting 34.5 in that thing. And then last time out in the Maui Invitational, Georgia beat them by 3. You know, Georgia's terrible. But they lost 74-48 to UCLA. I mean, these are the typical games the typical scores: 102-64, 95. Well, like in 2016, they had a reasonable run where they covered against Tennessee. Nope, they didn't cover against Tennessee. 95-81, they didn't cover, but they did keep it fairly close. They covered against UConn So they covered against UConn in 2016, but then that same year was the year of the 104-61 game against North Carolina. So I've never been when they've had Chaminade there. Like, I've never been to a Chaminade game. I only go the years that they don't play. So next year, you guys got to come out for the tournament for Thanksgiving. We read the field off one day. It was killer. It was a killer field.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's great. It's just like, it's tiny. It's like you're sitting on the floor like with the players hanging out. It's like, they do the ESPN guys are right there. You could just walk right behind them. Hey, shaka.
Yeah, I just think everybody's going to think Oregon's going to bounce back from that BYU thrashing. And, oh, look, they're playing the Silver Swords. It just looks too easy to me. So, line should probably be 40 for this one.
So the 2022 next year's field. Next year's field is a little light. So it's Arkansas, Arizona, Cincinnati, Creighton, Louisville, Ohio State, San Diego State, Texas Tech. November 21st to 23rd. Make your reservations at the Lahaina Civic Center and show these teams the magic of Maui. Whales will be jumping.
You going to get me courtside seats here for this one?
Yeah, it's super easy. All the seats are courtside. You get them at the surf store. That's where they sell them. High-tech surf.
We want courtside.
Little plug there for our friends. Get some wax. Pick up some wax for the board. Get some tickets.
I've never been on a surfboard.
Well, Rice is coming back here against Evansville. Game's tightening up a little bit. Can't say the same for Northern Illinois. Charlotte out ahead of Toledo and Kent State Flashers over JAMU. Go to the NBA. We did the NBA.
Yep, we're on NHL here.
NHL. Skating onto the ice. We're putting premium picks and getting my ass kicked. Maybe there's a reason I don't do NHL.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, you're unlucky because you're doing good when you don't enter them. So
I think what happens is the picks I enter as the premiums have been they've been overly conservative compared to the picks that I do on the show.
Pressure's getting to you.
No, it's not the pressure. It's just, I don't know. I'm just foolish and lack vision. Buffalo versus Columbus. Did she say to you, don't be silly on your date? Like, don't be silly.
No, I don't remember any don't be silly.
Did you guys maybe go get something to eat after the pedicure and a cup of coffee?
No, I had it before because it was about 3:30 by the time I got to eat something.
Went together, right? So
Yep. Yeah. All day I didn't eat nothing
charcuterie.
until
You got
3:30.
the board? You got the board?
No, we just got a bunch of different Mexican foods. It was
Mexican
good. Some tacos.
food, nice.
Yeah.
Like different
It was good.
salsas. Like, was it authentic Mexican or Tex-Mex?
I forget the name of it.
I'm a Tex-Mex guy. I know people are like, "Oh no, this is authentic Mexican." I think I'd rather just go with the Tex-Mex. I'm good. I'm good with the Tex-Mex. I like some Mexican food, churros, but other stuff like I make Mexican food here. It's Tex-Mex, purely Tex-Mex. It's Mitch-Mex.
Chicken tacos, steak tacos, all kinds of different tacos.
Does she know you're on the show?
I've sent the podcast link before.
Does she watch?
I think she's at work today.
Does she smash the like button?
Not like my mom. My mom always hits the like button.
Nice. So does Joe's. And then criticizes us personally.
Great show, guys.
She does not. My mom's awesome.
And tears us down person by person.
You guys would love my mom.
Tears us down.
She's just like me, but not afraid to say what she thinks as much.
Yeah, we know about the red jobs and the whole
pink and blue.
Yes.
Pink and blue.
Yeah, we know. We've been over it. It didn't end well. We've got Buffalo, Columbus, It's like some conversations I say things I offend myself. They're so bad. St. Louis versus Vegas. Nashville versus the Ducks. The Jets up against the Penguins. The Sharks up against the Hurricane. And the Avalanche up against Ottawa. Is this game on? Or it's off?
Yes.
They're playing?
No, it's on.
They're back on?
Playing.
They're back.
Yep.
Anyone die?
No, don't die.
Everyone's cured. All right. Good.
I don't think every player.
Good job.
But there's six of the guys that were out came back, so there's enough to sport a team for
but
all
no one
of us.
died.
So no one died. No.
Okay.
No one and their families died. Everyone's fine.
Everyone's good.
Just checking.
No sad senators. They're good.
No one's dead. No dead senators. The worst senators are dead senators. Because that, looking at this line, you would think maybe someone COVID.
They definitely had a long time off there, off the ice.
Over a week.
Yeah.
I think they were over at the Four Seasons, hanging out on the beach, eating over at Wolfgang Puck's Spago. Hanging out at Spago's. So yeah, go get that tuna tartare. Good. It's a nice dish. They give out the bread, like on the thing. One of those. Point. It's like they
More
give
bread.
you one little piece. It's like lay it on me.
Give me the whole loaf.
Yeah,
what are you waiting
it's
for?
like, if I can't fill up on bread that I can't eat my meal, then why bother going to a fancy restaurant? That's what I was saying.
Right? Gotta have bread to start. Come on now.
You're gonna fill up on bread. Exactly. That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
Don't fill up on bread. Why not? I love filling up on bread. You always fill up
Back
on
in the
bread.
past.
You can't eat.
But of course.
Yep. Pretty
Back
much.
in the day, you had to eat the bread.
Everyone
It
eats
was
it.
more absorbent for the alcohol.
I eat the bread.
because I think it was some
Joe, you eat the
alcohol.
bread or no? No?
No, I don't eat the bread.
I eat the bread. So if we all went out, then I'd have plenty.
You'd have tons.
I have plenty. I'd probably still need to shake my basket in the general direction. Anything else?
More bread, please.
More bread.
Joe, who has a nice bread basket? Is Joe's at Spago has excellent bread, but outside of that, Joe's in Vegas. Joe's Stone Crab at Caesars. They have like a nice, interesting bread because they have regular bread. Then they have they have rolls, like those nice onion rolls and stuff. Then they have the sliced bread, like with raisins and nuts in it and stuff like that. Then they also have the flatbread, the everything flatbread.
Okay. Yum.
No, you don't get any. You already passed.
No, I do
Want
pass
bread.
on the bread. I still want to eat it. I'd still say yum, but
You know who else has a nice bread basket is over at Mesa Grill has a nice bread basket. They have the blue cornmeal and regular cornmeal muffins. So they're like kind of blue and yellow combined. And then with corn in the muffin. It's a nice muffin. It really is a nice muffin. Then they have a jalapeno bread that comes in the bread basket there. It's good
See,
stuff.
that's a different story. Jalapeno bread.
No, you're out, Joe. You're out.
Well,
You're out of the
if you
bread
get
business.
jalapeno bread,
No,
I might
you're-
have to steal like a little piece.
I don't think so.
Okay, then I'll steal the jalapenos off the bread.
No,
I'm
it's not-
famous
it's
for
not
doing
off the
that
bread.
too.
It's inside the bread.
Oh, I know, but I still you can see the pieces and you pull it off.
Yeah, you're not going. You're just. They're on this side of the table.
Yeah, it's not the type that has them baked in the top. It's not jalapeno cheese bread where it's like they put a whole like
Okay.
30 jalapenos on top for you.
Oh,
to
there's
be able to
cheese in it too
come off.
with the jalapenos in the bread.
Yeah, but they don't lie the whole top. It's not covered in jalapenos.
They might.
I know what Joe's talking about.
They
No,
might.
they might. Maybe they do. Well, then yours will get picked right off.
It's
So
sliced.
take all the
You get it in
jalapenos.
slices. You have 4 slices of that. Then you have like a nice crusty bread, and then those muffins.
Excuse me, there's something wrong with this bread. This was lacking jalapenos.
I'm like, It's another place that serves the tacos like the little taco or hors d'oeuvre tacos in orders of 3. You have 2 people, you got 3 tacos. It's like it's bait you into ordering another taco. 4 tacos.
They absolutely do. It's on purpose.
Anyways, who do you like in these games, Joe?
Let's see. I think I'm going to take the Blue Jackets over the Sabres. They seem to own this matchup, 6-2-2 in their last 10. And then, actually, you know what? I have that wrong. No, I have that right. I thought for a second I wrote my notes wrong that it was the Sabres in that matchup. I didn't think so. So the Blue Jackets are 6-2-2 in the last 10 versus the Sabres. I also like the over in the Vegas Golden Knights, St. Louis Blues. Both have solid defenses, but these teams really are led by their offenses, and I think we see this one going over. And then give me the Ducks plus the points versus the Nashville Predators. Ducks are 8-1 in their last 9 overall. Solid team here, and I love that plus money with them tonight.
Rod?
For me in these ones, I like the under in the Blues in Vegas. I think the defense is step up for this one. Blues always like to play defensive hockey first before they start jamming pucks in nets. So I like the under in that one. Hard hitting, physical affair in that one. Maybe the under Knights, Blues. And I'm going to take the Predators here. I think the Predators at home get themselves a win. The Ducks have just got too far. Everybody's riding the Ducks now. We know what happens when you get a public dog. Just too much for me. I think the Predators come out and get a win in that one. And the other one I like the Jets at home. Penguins just beat the Leafs. Beat the Leafs. Lots of people beat the Leafs. Jets playing the better hockey, starting to look like the team that I figured they would at the start of the season. So give me the Jets over the Penguins. I'll take a shot here with the Sharks over the Hurricanes. Hurricanes, I think this is their last game of the West Coast trip. So I think they won out. So give me the Sharks in that one.
For me in that grouping of games, I'm pretty much in agreement with Rod here for a lot of picks today. I also like the Nashville Predators at home laying the juice. I just think the Ducks had a great start to the season, and the Ducks are my team in most cases, but not tonight. They're just getting too much support from the public here. And I like the Buffalo Sabres at home. I think they're 5-3-1 at home on their home ice, and the Blue Jackets have owned them head to head, but I think Buffalo gets a plus money win here at home. So I'll take the Sabres and the Preds.
All right. I don't see much here. Maybe the Hurricane on the puck line, but I don't. The Sharks have been good to us. Jets puck line. Ducks puck line. All right, parlay time, Rod.
For me, we're going to take mixed sport birdcage. We're going to take the Hornets plus the points. We're going to take the Predators on the money line. And we're going to take George Mason, lay the points. George Mason, the Hornets, and the Predators.
Ryan?
I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, lay the 11 points. I'm going to take Seton Hall minus the 2.5. And in the NBA, the Hornets plus the points.
Joe?
A 3-team NHL parlay, all on the money line. Hurricanes, Avs, and Ducks. It pays 4.78 times your money.
7-8.
Yeah.
Almost 5.
$100 is $478.
Almost 5.
Almost 5.
So close.
I like it.
So close.
You're paying a little bit more juice with the Avs on the money line. But in a 3-team parlay, I'd rather take it that way.
So close I can smell it. Taking St. Mary's, parlaying it up with Iowa. And St. Mary's, Iowa. It's just me. St. Mary's, Iowa, and who doesn't Brian like? Oh, the Bulls. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great day. We hope you make it a winning day, and I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. We'll be here for halftime of Monday Night Football, which is interesting since I don't even have a pick on the game.